I am Amy Newman.
And I am Eric Dains.
And today we got a special treat. We got Bill Burr's Gorilla Story. This is one that has been getting some requests. You wanted to see it. Here it is. I'm scared. I don't know. I think I have a healthy mixture of fear, excitement, and respect when I'm about to watch one of these. Eric, this is this baby's first reaction video, isn't it?
First react.
All right. And how much Bill Burr have you seen going into this?
I would say a fair amount. I'm a fan, but I'm not like a number one fan.
Oh.
Definitely respect him and his style. I know we've talked about him just from the reactions that you've done before and stuff. But yeah, I'm not familiar with this one at all. So I'm kind of excited to see some more Bill Burr that I don't know.
I'm scared because y'all suggested the helicopter story, and that was a lot to process. So here we go, Bill Burr, the gorilla story.
Yeah, so I watch a lot of the YouTube videos, right? So the other night, my wife, lovely wife, she's like falling asleep, and I can't fall asleep because I'm all scatterbrained, so I just start watching some YouTube clips, okay? I ended up seeing this clip of this lady down at the zoo. All right, this lady down at the zoo, who I'm sure wasn't making as much money as the guy who worked at the zoo, and that's what needs to stop.
I had a book about Coco the gorilla, and I had a book called Coco's Kitten, so I will stand by how upset I was. The book did not cover the cat getting hit by a car.
You know, I don't. For a children's book, I'm not surprised. It was a children's book.
It was a children's book.
Okay.
It's a little picture book about Coco and the kitten.
Bill Burr, children's story?
No.
That would be.
It wasn't by Bill
No,
Burr.
I'm offering that if he ever watches, him making a children's story would be
a
very
bad
fun.
idea.
Very bad idea, but very fun for parents.
Sure.
Probably not for children.
I am scared. I'm scared. I don't want the gorilla to find out. Is that so sad? All right, here we go. Part 2.
Hello. All right, and all of a sudden the gorilla's energy just comes all down. She just starts looking at the lady like, what's wrong with you? Is there something that I need to know? Huh?
It's heartbreaking.
So the lady's sitting there. She's like, Jesus. Well, the kitty cat, it got hit by a car, and it's fucking dead.
Someone loved that.
The gorilla immediately took it in. It immediately took it in and understood. Like its bottom lip started quivering, its eyes started watering up, it was signing like crying. And they go, and later on that night, you could hear it crying inside of its house. They built it a house. I don't know why. They live in trees. It's probably the guilt of putting the thing in fucking jail, right? Whatever. It was like a 2-bedroom. It sounded like it was in the kitchen. And you just hear this thing in this house at night just going like,
Oh my god.
and that was the end of the video. That was the end of the video. And like you, I was sitting there like, what the fuck? You're gonna end on that? And then literally, right in that moment, I felt my wife's head just rest on my shoulder. And she was like, that was so sad. I mean, it was beautiful, but it was sad. And I was just like, get off me. Just get off me. And I closed the laptop, set it down on the nightstand, and I just got up and I started pacing as this fucking rage was coming up in me. My wife's like freaking out. She's like, what's wrong? What is wrong with you? And I'm just like, what do you mean what's wrong? That video is fucked up. What is the purpose of that? You teach a gorilla how to talk, you shoot in the shit, you get it a pet kitten, and then it dies, and then the gorilla cries, and it's fucking sad, and then that's it? That's what you're leaving me with? I gotta walk around with that in my fucking head? How was that the end of the video? Somebody, for fuck's sakes, tell me. Dude, that gorilla understood the concept of death. If it understands the concept of death, it understands its own captivity. Okay? So it never dawned on that lady, that whole time she's shooting the shit with them, it never dawned on her to sign to the thing like, hey, like, do you want to get the fuck out of here? Do you hate it in here? Do you want to fucking kill us? We're sticking you in here, away from your friends in the jungle, and the thing would be like, yeah, please, get me out. I beg of you. It fucking sucks in here. Right? And then you could have brainstormed, right? Like, okay, I'm gonna get you out of here. And then the only bad part would be you'd have to deal with the gorilla and its crazy fucking gorilla idea. You know what I mean? Like brainstorming, its escape plan. The gorilla would be like, okay, we'll get a bunch of bananas, we'll throw them and distract them, and then we'll climb out just using our arms. And then you literally just have to sit there going like, okay, not trying to be a dick, but I have a better idea. No disrespect to you.
This YouTube video loves its ads, apparently.
Oh, it's Ramsey.
I will say, I feel like I constantly can relate so thoroughly to Bill Burr's wife. Like, that would be me. Just like, I'm so sad.
I mean, you were.
I was sad.
Even
I
secondhand
still
feeling
am.
about it.
I didn't.
It is fucked up. It is a fucked up video.
Yeah.
And that is what Bill Burr, I think, is good at doing, of like doing something high sadness or way high tension and absolutely milking the comedy out of that.
No, that is what he does so well.
And so far, I agree with him. I'm mad for him that story ended like that. Like, can I curse on this channel? I feel like I did.
Yeah, you did.
We were watching Bill Burr.
True.
Like, at the end of that story, I'd totally just be like, what the fuck? Like, no little addendum, no epilogue.
I was relieved, like, okay, at least Bill Burr will at least find a way. I'm not sad about the cat anymore, and I appreciate that. Because I am going to think about that, like, randomly tonight if you look over and I'm just like, misty-eyed. Coco's cat got hit by a car.
Yeah, you know, the professionals and the ones that are really good really do that well, where it's like, I think whatever the punchline is, I could kind of feel like I could see it coming or something, and I don't have an ending for this bit, really got me, and I always appreciate that about him. Yeah. Sometimes it feels like when all the attention at a party gets turned on one person mid-story and they gotta ramp it up. That's what Bill Burr feels like to me.
Yeah. No, but these Bill Burr bits, when they get recommended, I like hear the title and I kind of think I might know where something's going. And I'm never right. I'm always so far off. I'm like, that's not what I thought the gorilla story was going to look like. But always funnier than what I had, which I guess is why he makes the big bucks. So there you have it. The Bill Burr gorilla story. Big thank you to everybody who suggested that. That was a delightful little treat. Thank you, Eric, for joining me today and watching that.
Thank you for making that my first react. That was very fun for me. And like I said, I always love watching some Bill Burr I haven't seen before, and that was tops.
Well, if you want to find me, I'm on Instagram at amy.n.newman and on Twitter at amy_n_Newman.
Yep, and you can find me on Twitter at Viva La Dains. That is VIVALADAINS.
And if you want to contact us through this channel, me, Eric, and Chris, and everybody here, we're at T3 Medias on pretty much all the social media. Feel free to drop us a line, drop us a comment, let us know what else you want to see these reactions done for. And thanks again for watching. Take care and have a good one. If you like what you saw, make sure to subscribe to the channel and please drop a like on this video. It really does help us. Also, don't forget you can turn on notifications so you don't miss a single review, react, why is that trending, or we got your mail.